What were you hoping to achieve by being a people pleaser?
I learned that that was the way that I could receive love.
So you hide your own needs so you can receive love from others. For what purpose?
Receiving love.
Is that person or that person or that person, so they're all more important than you?
Not anymore.
I'm going to say that your transformation was the purest, and I want others to experience that.
Perfect.
How long did it take for us to get rid of it?
1 second.
And where do you rate you?
Now at 10. The moment that I understood that sometimes love can hurt, I was like, I had no idea that could happen, but I don't have to let people hurt me. If I saw something that I don't like, I can't set my boundaries. Because the only love that fulfills us is the divine love.
I'm going to say that your transformation was the purest,
Okay,
and I want others to experience that.
perfect. Okay.
So I don't want to go off track, even though it's gone. Just
Take a breath in. Yeah, absolutely. Okay.
congratulations,
Thank you.
not only on saying yes to, I want to video you.
Okay.
Can we do it now? And everything that I asked was a yes. Everything I asked was a yes.
Yes.
Now, what's crazy is how amazing you did at doing the questionnaire,
Okay.
and you're apologizing.
Yeah, about my writing. Yes, I told you.
That's
No apologize anymore. Done. I did my best and that's it.
And that's part of the shame piece.
Yes. True.
Okay?
Yeah.
So, like, if you think about all those trees out there,
Wow.
and I can pick that one right there. There's one right up there. That's the one that's going to affect them all.
Okay.
So that's what I can do.
Perfect.
And lots of times, before I even sit down with someone, just in the conversation, and it's like, so, what were you hoping to achieve by being a people pleaser?
I guess.
No.
Okay. When I was a kid, I learned that that was the way that I could receive love.
Right. And in doing that, you ignored your own needs.
Perfect. I hide them.
For what purpose?
Receiving love.
So you hide your own needs so you can receive love from others.
The biggest need ever was receiving love.
Right.
And probably some love that I didn't even give to myself.
You can't, the way you were doing it.
Absolutely.
Because the first one to get it is that person or that person or that person. So they're all more important than you.
Not anymore.
And that's how you did it. And I had that same profile.
Really? You were a people pleaser as well?
He perfected it.
Wow! I have no idea.
Well, I've come a long way.
Okay, I see.
Okay, there's literally no.
Yeah, I see.
There's nothing,
I understand you. I don't recognize myself anymore though.
and that's only 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And I'm saying that from the perspective of how amazing you did.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Like seriously.
Okay.
Like opening up, sharing, like no holds barred. Just
Yes.
gave me everything.
Yeah. True.
And that's why it just went like a salmon swimming upstream.
I like salmon.
Ignoring my own needs. So watch this. Take your aunt, for example. What's her name?
My aunt?
Yeah.
Roberta.
Roberta. Now, where would you rate her as important for you?
Really high.
How high? Like,
Like on a scale of 1 to 10, like 9.
Okay, and where do you rate you?
Now at 10.
Well, now that's awesome.
Okay.
Because when we met
Yes.
the other evening, it was what?
2.
That's the difference.
Yeah.
Okay? How dramatically different is that?
Huge.
Yeah. And can you see how you had love and worth mixed?
Yes. It was, I saw as well, like dealing with pain associated with love as well.
So the emotional pain or physical pain?
The emotional one, because it didn't physically hurt, but if I can be completely honest,
I am asking you to be completely honest.
deal. My parents always loved me, and I received that since before I even be conceived, because my parents wished me before they made me.
Ah.
I was a planned child.
Oh, you planned.
Yes,
Okay.
this is rare, I know.
No, not necessarily.
And the moment that I understood that sometimes love can hurt, I was like, huh. I had no idea that could happen, but I don't have to let people hurt me. If I saw something that I don't like,
Yep.
I can't set my boundaries.
Can or can't?
Can, absolutely.
See.
CAN. And now I must.
Yes, there's a difference.
See?
Yeah.
So that's something that I've been working on myself for a long time.
How long is a long time?
10 years.
Okay, so I want to stop you there for a sec, because this
Okay.
is very important.
Okay.
For 10 years, you've been working on feeling love, giving love, the balance of that. 10 years.
10 years.
How long did it take for us to shift this?
It was like, I don't know, 20 minutes.
Actually, the actual piece that was creating everything.
Yeah.
Do you remember how long it took?
No.
1 second.
Oh God. Yeah. Yeah, you remember that second. Yeah.
Got it? What you're referring to is personal development. And what happens is, when you're talking about it, that's the ego.
Yeah.
And the more you talk about it, the bigger the ego gets.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
But, and I'm cheating a little bit here,
Okay.
okay? But that one shot, like that one boom, you know, where you got the message that you were, well, first of all, a planned child that's very valuable, right? Would you
True.
agree?
Yes, yes.
Okay, special.
Absolutely.
I got this, we're having a child, okay?
Yes. Made out of love. Yeah.
Okay? But even with all of that,
Yeah.
all of these programs that you had, that you weren't enough, you weren't good enough, you weren't valued,
Yes.
you weren't loved,
Yeah.
what you had to do to get love, all of that.
True.
Now that took 1 second to create all that. 1 second. Okay?
Okay.
Now if it took a second to create it, how long would it take to uncreate it?
1 second.
Yes,
Awesome.
that's how this works.
Awesome.
And this is why I have it, the words I use is neurocellular,
Yeah.
not intellectual.
Okay. Not ego stuff.
No, the intellectual is, well, how long have you been working on you? How much of that did you have when we met?
At least, actually. Because I started doing therapy when I was 7 years old. So basically 20 years. I didn't heard your question.
That's okay. Hey, you were in therapy what? 10?
Since I was 7 years old.
7 years young.
Yes, 20 years now.
Yeah. Huh. So you're in therapy for 20 years.
Yes.
And when we met the other night, you still had it.
Yeah.
Am I correct?
Yes.
How long did it take for us to get rid of it?
1 second.
Can you see the difference in those two systems? The traditional model is, well, let's talk about how your mother wasn't there for you, or your father said this, and
A lot of ego stuff.
it's all ego. It's literally, when you're talking about an emotion, it's all ego.
Yeah, true.
Clear?
Yeah.
Okay? And so then you contrive the people pleasing and all those things, same ones that I did. You picked the same ones, okay?
Like we learned, yeah.
Okay. So I had 10 brothers and sisters.
Really?
6 sisters, 6 girls, 4 boys.
Wow.
Okay?
Okay.
And my dad was an alcoholic, and he drank half of what he brought home, which is hardly anything.
Okay. Okay.
So we were we'll say the second poorest family in all 8 communities.
Wow.
And so dealing with all of that, all of the guilt and the shame, going to school with pants that didn't fit, 10 sizes too big, and like all of that.
Okay.
So there's now the shame, which prevents me from feeling love, and
As we know, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
But even knowing that you were a planned child wasn't enough.
Yes.
And that's why personal development is a flawed system.
I can agree with that. Okay.
So here you are, 20 years. Now, did you ever drive a car?
Yeah, I love driving.
Now, think of the last one you drove.
Okay.
Got it?
Yeah.
Did it have an engine?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't see it, but I guess it was just there because the car was working.
And you had a key.
Yeah.
Agreed?
Yes.
And when you turned on the key,
Perfect.
the engine started purring.
Perfect.
Agreed?
Yes.
So, now that's the one piece.
Okay.
But think of the engine as your intellect.
I see.
Okay?
Yeah.
But it's the key that starts it.
Perfect. Without the key, the engine is like
Clear?
perfect.
So you chose people pleasing. Agreed?
Yes. Did it.
Ignoring my own needs.
Yes.
So now, we're not talking about love anymore.
Yeah.
We're talking about you giving your value of you away to somebody
Perfect.
to buy love.
Yeah.
So you're doing it by giving your worth away. So now you always feel this shame or this not good enough and all of that.
True.
Can you see how those all play out?
Not good for me, actually.
No, not the way you did it,
Yeah.
nor the way I did it.
Yeah.
Same, just two different fish running up a stream, the same body of water.
Yeah.
And all to feel loved.
Yes.
And how much love were you giving yourself when you were doing that?
None.
Huh, isn't that amazing? So you turned your eyes away from loving this being, you,
Yeah.
okay, and gave those out there the authority to love you.
True.
And you spent 20 years doing that program? And how much love did you get in that 20 years?
Not the quality love.
Oh.
Like, didn't fulfill me.
How come?
Because the only love that fulfills us is the divine love.
That's true, but there's one in between too.
Self-love.
Yes. So, tell me what you were saying.
I try to be completely clear.
Yes.
I was trying to feel love, starting like looking for love of the others for me.
Yes. Externally referenced love.
Yes, external love, without giving myself self-love.
Correct.
And without connecting with divine. And I saw that I was like climbing the stairs on the wrong way, because I had to feel the divine love to be able to give myself self-love.
Right.
And then the love of others is like a consequence.
Right.
But it's not a dealer point anymore.
It's not what?
A dealer. It's like, doesn't matter. Because if you have the divine love and the self-love, what does it matter if others love you or don't, approve you or don't?
Now, you've already jumped way ahead.
Sorry.
I'm just saying.
I do that.
No, that's awesome.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
But there is a difference.
Absolutely.
There is a difference between those.
Okay.
Okay, so the one was the divine love.
Yeah.
Now, once again, I believe I need to share this to the camera just for the what we did.
Yeah.
You know, me meeting you the other night.
Yeah.
Okay, and this voice in the dark. Hi, Dawn.
That happened.
Yeah, no exaggeration.
Oh, yeah, I did it. Yeah.
It's like,
Where this is coming from?
yes.
Yes.
And so then just how that all played out. And then I forget how it happened, but you started asking me questions about what I did and how I did it and all of this. And it's like, well, how does that work? And blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. And then boom.
Yes. And so there's pieces. Did you know about your divinity before we met?
I had glimpses, like it comes and go, if I may. I'm not sure if I can explain that, because I had these bliss experiences.
Yeah.
But it was like they were being suffocated with my ego.
Yes.
And
absolutely.
Ego dilemma, you know?
Yeah. And the ego is about trying to be something
Yes.
that you already are.
Yes. Yeah.
So when someone loves you,
Yeah.
okay, it's because they respect your boundaries.
Okay.
That's what you're saying.
Yes, I wrote that.
And say no sometimes.
Yes.
That's you respecting your boundaries.
Perfect. My needs,
Yeah,
my
yeah,
desires.
Yes.
Not a people pleaser anymore.
No, not anymore. But you perfected it
Yeah.
like I did.
Yeah.
You perfected
Yes.
people pleasing. The nice person, the nice whatever.
Perfect.
And actually saying no sometimes.
Yes.
Okay. And then respecting your boundaries. How did that work?
Awesome. I feel.
And is this now since 2 days ago?
Yeah.
You're referring to, because that, when you're talking about that, let's clarify it as we say it. It was like, well, since 2 days ago.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I was gonna say a friend, but it was like a colleague of mine asked me to do something that I didn't want to do. And I didn't do it.
Ah.
My older programming.
Now, when was this?
2 days ago.
Okay. Yes. Your old programming.
Yes, wasn't able to ignore the question or just say no. And I would do it even though I didn't want to do it.
Yep.
And I didn't do it.
Awesome. Awesome. So now, keeping in mind for the listener,
Okay.
would you agree that all happened in a second?
Yes, it did.
All of those shit. Now, you were 20 years you were working on that.
True.
Okay?
Okay.
Yes. So that's the personal development versus the neurocellular
Perfect.
transformation program.
Wow.
That's neurological and cellular,
Wow.
not intellectual.
Yeah.
Like,
Don't happen in my mind.
you know, I was on Prince Edward Island, that's the smallest province in Canada, and I had moved back. I was started my own a business in PEI, Prince Edward Island. And there was a guy, I had a sign out on the sidewalk, this is what I do. And there was a guy knocked on the door, and here it was like a guy from Toronto.
Okay.
And he had this program running. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was for 20 years.
Wow.
And he was in psychoanalytical therapy for 20 years and still had it.
Yeah, I see.
Okay? He showed up at 10 o'clock. He left at 11:15, and it was gone.
Wow.
But he spent 20 years
Repeating the same programming.
and talking the same program.
I see. I understand.
Yeah. So the key about this is that it's not intellectual. It's neurological and cellular.
Perfect.
And that's how it works so fast. And am I correct? Did you have a phobia of anything? I forget what. Did you have any phobias?
Not a phobia, but I'm guessing I was afraid to express myself.
Yeah.
I was afraid to be me.
Yes.
I was afraid to share my needs and desires.
Because what you're afraid of what?
Disappointing.
And if you're disappointing others, what would happen?
I won't be loved.
Thank you. So you had a phobia to not being loved.
True.
How long did you have your phobia of not being loved?
20.
20 years.
I guess 27 years.
I was going to say 27.
All my life, yeah.
Yeah. Got it?
Yeah.
And we'll say this now just to keep everybody on the same path.
Okay.
It's a little different. How long did it take for when I put everything in that bubble, in that balloon?
Yeah.
All of those years, all of those experiences,
Yes.
how long did it take to remove it?
1 second.
Now, how crazy does that sound based on the programs you've been in?
Really crazy. True.
And that's the difference between personal development and neurocellular transformation.
Yeah.
Because the nervous system is,
Okay.
you're not talking about the bumblebee that came close to killing you.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay. True.
Got it?
Yeah.
So this love, respect my boundaries and say no sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay? And then having people respect your boundaries.
Yes.
That's big because now we're not into love anymore.
No.
Now we're into value
Perfect.
and worth.
Perfect.
Different need.
Yes.
And all of this, not good enough, not deserving, not worthy, that is what that is.
True.
It has to do with value.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay? So letting others know what I want or like or feel.
Yes.
Huh? And so this respecting boundaries.
Perfect.
But you weren't doing that.
No.
You never did that. Unless it was astronomically large.
I tried.
Yeah, I never mentioned anything about effort.
Effort there was, like for 20 years.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got it? And then just being brave enough to let others know what you want. Like and feel. And then you experience, and now this is cheating, okay, as far as they're concerned. Divine surrender.
Yeah.
And giving my concerns away to God.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, did all of those questions always get answers?
Which questions?
That you're asking God to do for you?
Sometimes the answer is silence.
Yeah.
I learned a lot from it.
And the reason being is like God saying, no, Amanda, you can do this yourself.
Silence the ego, darling. Just this.
Yes.
I told that to a friend of mine. He asks me, did you deliver your life to God? And I was like, yes, I did. But sometimes my ego gets back. And I always mess up when that happens. So that's the point. Like being aware to see the moment that happened, and I am.
Yes. That is all that matters. And when we don't get the answers, because God wants us to strengthen this neurocellular muscle.
Yes, true.
That's it. Okay? That is.
Perfect.
And you don't get the answer all the time because now you're dependent on God. God does not want you dependent.
Yeah.
God wants you to use your divinity
Perfect.
for that power.
Perfect. It's surrender,
Yes.
not dependency.
So, not worthy.
Mm-hmm.
Lived in unworthy and not valued situations.
Yes.
Struggle with money and relationships.
Yes.
And then the less than I deserve. Now, how big was that? Because now we're into shame.
Yeah. Yeah. True. I had a relationship that ended 10 years ago. We knew we was not supposed to be together, and I still kept seeing him, even though we were not together.
Right.
And there was a day that my father asked me, "Daughter, when are you going to learn your value?"
Great father.
Yeah, he is. And I was like,
Because did you see that you were looking for your value to him?
the wrong way, absolutely. And accepting less than I desire.
Yeah,
That happened 10 years ago.
right.
I answered my father this Sunday. The year, when are you going to learn your value? 2025. See?
So he asked you and you told him?
Yeah, and now I got the answer. When he asked me, I didn't have no idea.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, now I do.
Yes, you definitely do, Amanda.
Thank you.
1,000%. If we were writing an exam, if I had given you an exam to write,
Okay, let's ask. Let's see.
yeah, 100.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
That's how much you've done in 2 days.
Yay.
And to think how, let's call it, but it's not,
Okay.
accidental
Yeah.
that all took place.
Yes, true.
Okay.
Like in the lobby. Yeah. In the darkest the lights were
Like I could hardly,
Hi, Don. That happened. True.
so that, not worthy. Think of one of your old scenarios where you weren't worthy.
There was this relationship and the struggle with money. Because that happened. The not worthy feeling push away all the blessings, especially my clients and the people who need what I do.
Right,
That happened.
right.
But now, when I see the fear like a cloud around, and I don't feel the power of it about me anymore. I see it and I was like, yeah, but the divine is working on it.
Yes.
The ego doesn't have to.
Now, be careful.
Okay.
And what the careful is giving your power to God.
Okay. Okay. I see.
Oh.
Not dependency.
No.
Surrender. Got it.
And ask for the power to then how to
Okay,
use that.
I have. Okay. How I'm gonna use the power.
Yes,
I like that.
that's a big piece.
Okay. Perfect.
Okay? Your job is to ask for the assistance, whatever that might come,
Yeah.
but it's you using it.
Yeah. Okay.
And not then, oh, thanks, God. No, I did that.
Perfect.
Got it?
Got it.
Okay? Like the things I do are staggeringly unbelievable.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
And how that works is I ask for the assistance,
Yeah.
I'm given it, and then I use it.
Perfect. Perfect.
And it wasn't God did that. No.
Okay.
If that was true, the 20 years you were asking for help, you would have got it.
True. Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yes. A lot.
A big difference.
Okay.
Given the power for you to use that power.
Perfect. Okay. I see.
Clear?
Clear. Thanks.
Very few get that.
Okay.
They go from helpless and powerless ego to giving all their power to God.
Perfect. Like another trap, right?
Yes,
Okay.
another trap.
I see. Thank you.
So be cautious of this, divine surrender.
Yes. Not delivering, surrendering.
Giving away concerns to God. Okay? It's like, okay, there's a 99% chance that you gave me the power to do this.
Okay.
And if I need more, please give it to me.
Okay.
But I'm going to step into this because we need to know how powerful we are.
True.
And we're not going to find it if we think God did everything that we're trying to do.
Perfect.
How clear is this?
Very clear. Very clear.
Okay?
Yeah. It's another ego trap.
Yes.
I see. And a humble one, so God is doing.
And now the humble piece
Yeah.
is also a shame piece.
Yay. Got it.
Now, I was in the shame for a long time thinking I was doing so great. Okay? But it was shame.
Yeah. True.
Clear?
Clear. Got it.
And that's from, okay. I'm just thinking of this for us now. Oh yeah. So my sweetheart at the time, we were up in the Pacific Northwest, and she had a little skiff, be from here to that wall,
Okay.
a boat and a motor. And we went once. We were going to go down this where this big waterfall was, because there was a lady. She did tours, so
Okay.
people with big boats come in, and she took them on tours
Okay,
in her
okay.
little skiff.
Okay.
Only this time the lady said she had all of these where we could get all movies
Okay.
from. So we were going, and we came around this point.
Okay.
Now we're up in the middle of nowhere.
Okay.
Okay, like seriously in the middle of nowhere.
Okay.
And had no roof, just a windshield about to here.
Okay.
Come around the corner, and here's a wall of rain about from here to those high rises, and it was coming at max speed, and you couldn't see, like it was so thick. It was like the building itself was coming at us.
My God.
Okay,
Okay.
and then she started looking, and her name was Nikki,
Okay.
and she started, oh my God, wait, I didn't take our rain gear. We're going to get drenched. But this time now, it's halfway.
Okay.
Getting closer. And then she was trying to get on the radio with somebody who was around, that kind of thing, because we're in literally the middle of nowhere.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
And then there was something else she was doing, and while she was doing it, now it is, well, from here to that mirror.
Okay.
That's how close it was to us.
Okay.
And it was literally a solid wall, like
My
this.
goodness.
So I said, oh my God, we're going to get drenched. By this time now, because there was, like the wind chill was this high, I said, don't worry, Nikki, I got it covered. I went like this, stopped immediately. Within 3 minutes, there wasn't a cloud in the sky.
Oh my God. Oh.
I've done that 67 times.
Oh, wow. Awesome.
That's the power we've been given.
Yeah.
And we keep giving it away.
True. Not anymore.
Not only you're not going to give it away,
Okay.
you're going to start using it all.
Yeah. Okay.
Now I'm
Yes.
telling you, that's not my biggest one.
Yeah. Okay.
You're going to start, oh, how much power do I have? I forget which hurricane it was. Hurricane was Florida. And the, whatever the guy's title was, that was the head of Florida,
Yeah.
okay, the governor.
Okay.
Okay, it was supposed to be a Category 5 monster storm,
My God.
a hurricane.
Yes, yes, I see.
And I just put on the internet, the ones following me, there's this, and I forget what the name of the hurricane was.
That's okay.
And I just said, you know, there's a hurricane coming to Florida, and the governor said that it's going to take out all of this and then move up the coastline. And I said, no, it isn't.
Not here.
Okay? And that was at 3 o'clock
Wow.
in the afternoon. And I just said, not today. I went like this. Now, I'm in Vancouver.
Wow.
The total, Vancouver's up here and Florida's down there.
Yes.
Okay?
On the other side.
And it dropped to 4, then it dropped to a 3.
Wow. Okay.
And the governor said, whatever happened was way, way less than we anticipated.
Wow.
Now, that's the power we've been given. And don't you be asking God for power.
Okay.
You ask to be recognized for what power you already have.
Perfect. Got it.
And you can only do that when you're worthy, because then you're deserving.
Yes.
God wants you to know that you're divine and you're 100% deserving.
Perfect.
That power's been bestowed on you the same as been bestowed on me.
Perfect.
You damn well start using it.
Okay.
So, not worthy, living in unworthy and not valued situations. What's the chances of that happening anymore? Struggle with money.
0.
Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
What's the worst thing about having a lot of money?
What's
What's the worst thing about having a lot of money? Or what's the best thing about being poor? What was the answer? Out with it. Come on.
okay? You're hearing that? Okay.
I'm not going to give up until you give it to me. So
Yes. I'm just trying to translate in my head. It's like in Portuguese, and I got pissed off. So okay. There's something about a safety, because there is a programming that if I have a lot, someone is going to take me, like, sorry?
Take advantage of you. Steal.
Steal.
Oh, so you'd rather not have it than get stolen.
Pathetic.
Is that what you just said? I just want to know if that's what you just said.
Yes, I said it. What? Yeah, but probably this program, it's not running anymore because,
We know that.
2 days ago.
Yes, but I'm doing this partly for the listener.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, I'm asking you these questions that I know don't fit, but...
Yeah, that was the program.
Yeah, it was the program. So listen to it again. Let's say it again. Just to be clear.
Okay.
You don't want to have money.
I don't want to have money because I rather be poor than have money and be... Come on.
Got it?
This is not right.
No, it isn't.
Oh, God.
It's shame-based.
Yes, true.
It's all shame-based.
True.
And shame-based is who you're not.
Thank God.
You're divine. And all we did the other day...
2 days ago.
Okay? It was like you had orange eyes, and now you have hazel, is it? What color are your eyes? And how long were they brown?
2 days. 27-year-old.
Yes, 27 years.
Yeah.
Not old. Don't you dare call you old again.
Okay. 27 years young.
I'm going to tell you a little story.
Okay.
The lady I was with,
Yeah.
she had a sister.
Okay.
Her sister called her one day and said, "Is Don with you?" This was in the Philippines.
Yeah.
"Is Don with you?" "Yes, he is." "Could you put him on the phone, please?" So she put him on the phone. Said, her name was Irene. "Don, my daughter is 7 months pregnant. Would you give her a name for me?"
Wow.
I said, "With your name?" I said, "Yes, I have that, Irene." She said, "What is it?" I said, "Donalda."
Wow.
And so she immediately named her Donalda.
Wow.
So, 2 or 3 months, whatever that was, I met her. She was in the clinic. She had already had Donalda.
A baby.
She was 3 days young.
Wow. Okay.
Imagine calling her at 3 days, 3 days old.
No. No idea. Got it.
And so, I have a picture of me holding this little precious
Aww.
Donalda.
Okay.
Donalda.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
At 3 days.
Wow.
Definitely not 3 days old.
Yes.
Clear?
Yeah, clear. Got it.
So, not living in unworthy and not value situations. Would that ever happen now?
No.
You're not going to let that happen.
No.
It's not a fit.
Then.
Clear?
Yeah.
And this struggle for money, what was that again? What was the story behind money? If I have it, what? What did you just say a few minutes ago?
That my shame and energy was like pulling the clients and everyone away.
Yes, but what was the money part? Like, how did the shame come in with the money? How did you say that?
I don't remember a specific situation,
Right.
but I talked to my mom today about that.
Yeah.
She had a struggle moment with money,
Yep.
and my dad as well. So I guess it's like an energy that I felt. I'm not sure.
Good enough. So not safe. How did that play out?
That's the gold.
That's the what?
The gold, cause
The goal?
golden, like.
Oh, golden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we are not connected with our power, we give them to the others, and we feel like someone is about to hurt us. That's what I felt.
Right.
Like it was a running program.
That, say it again.
If we are not connected with our divine and give the power to others, yes, the other have the power to harm you, like make something bad to you. But if you don't give them that power...
That's right. Decisions based on fear, never taking risks, letting go of risk. So the ability to let go of.
Yeah. Opportunities that could be
Yes.
great for me.
Yes.
Yeah.
That not only will be, they are going to be great for you.
Yes.
I usually saw catastrophic experiences, both small and big.
Imagine the worst scenarios inside my head.
Yes. Worst case.
Yeah. In the hopes that didn't happen.
Yeah. How crazy does that sound?
Yeah, it's like the poor stuff.
I'm going to create the worst case scenario. Be prepared for if it ever happens. I will know how to handle it. That is what the shame piece does.
Yeah.
It creates all this toxic distortion.
True.
Got it? So how many worst case scenarios did you have in the last 2 days?
I saw a few, but they didn't have any power about me. I saw them, I was like, yeah.
Clear?
Yeah, not fear, not shame.
No fear, no shame.
Yeah.
Feeling safe, keeping things inside, in silence.
Yeah.
Because what were you afraid would happen if you shared them?
And
Taking risks in what way?
someone saw what I do and may want to hurt me. But here I am giving an interview.
Yes. 2 days later, having given a yes, was it yesterday or the day before? I can't remember.
Yeah, 2 days ago.
Yeah, you immediately said yes
Yes.
for this interview.
Yes.
That's how fast that worked.
True.
It integrated, boom, just like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Realizing even the bad was at some level on my behalf. You were coming to realize it was you that was creating all of your environment.
True.
Both negative and positive. And most of it was negative because that's the program you were running.
Yeah.
You're not safe.
Yeah.
You don't deserve it anyway.
Yes.
All of that. Agreed?
True.
So,
No fear.
and how about trapped?
Yeah. I just can't feel anymore.
Right.
Then.
It is done. It is done. How amazing is that?
Wow. Mind blowing.
Yes. Wish inside my heart to share. People coming to me when needing comfort, comforting words.
They do.
Now, you're not going to be able to use that program anymore
Okay.
because then they rely on you. And you need to show them how to stand in their power.
I like that. Wow. It's a better programming. So much better.
It is a totally different program. You're
Wow.
not here to help somebody get across the pond.
No.
You're here to show them how to swim.
Perfect. And to connect with divine power inside of
Yes.
them. Oh my God.
And find out what's in their way that's stopping them from doing that.
Yay. Clear.
So you can be, listen to this. You ready?
Yeah.
Free to be me.
Yeah.
From my heart.
True.
In the short time that we've known each other,
Yes.
have I ever done anything pretensive, exaggerated?
No. And that was me as well.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was. You started it.
Thanks. Hi, Dawn. Was awesome. I was so happy to see you.
Help others connect with the best within themselves, which is,
The divine power?
yes, their divinity.
Yes. Don't let shame and fear.
Yeah. So you had something in your updates,
Yeah.
not updates, but your description. Microphone in front of 350 people.
I did it.
Yeah. I never felt whole and complete like that before.
True.
Now, that you, how large was your heart energy that day?
Huge.
How much worth did you have?
A lot.
How invincible did you feel?
Absolutely.
Now that's you. Anything else is false.
Wow.
That's how powerful you are.
Oosh, I got goosebumps.
Are you finished giving your power away?
Yes.
And are you ready to know that you're a ball of love? You don't even need love
Yes.
because you already are a ball of love.
Perfect.
Are you ready to recognize that
Yes.
in its totality,
Yes, absolutely.
beginning today?
Perfect.
Clear?
Yes, 100%.
So this microphone in front of in front of 350 people, I never felt whole or complete like that before.
True.
That's your natural state, 24/7, 365.
Perfect.
Do you hear me?
Deal.
See yourself with your own family, raising my child like this, new consciousness. And it's not new, it's new to you.
Ah, okay. Okay, got it. Yeah,
You're awakening. Imagine
True.
that 3-day young little Donalda,
Wow.
her feeling my energy.
Wow. Awesome. Wow.
So if it had been a boy, it was going to be Donalda, but it was a girl, so it was Donalda.
Wow.
Maybe someday, now listen to those two words, maybe someday,
Okay. I see.
teach that to kids or other parents that would like that for their children. Maybe
No.
someday.
No. Yes, it will happen. I'm wanting to say soon, but it's like someday, right? Okay.
Expect the unexpected.
Okay.
So,
Wow.
okay, got that?
Yeah.
Close your eyes. Just follow me, okay?
Yeah.
I want you to start going back on your timeline. 27, 23, 20, all the way back, and now you're starting school. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And what's this like here? Being born, being in the womb. What's this message you're getting now in the womb?
Peace.
And what's the peace from?
Being.
Yes,
Existing.
yes. And do you have to go anywhere to get your divinity?
Yeah.
And how young do you feel?
I have no words.
Yeah. Can you see this is you?
Yeah.
Can you see it always was and always will be?
Wow.
And how would you like to feel this divine connection to your Creator? What's this like?
Enlightenment.
It is enlightenment. This is 700 plus. Do you hear me? It is enlightenment. And you hardly ever got above 120 before. And now you're at 700. And you're not supposed to gain any more than 5 points in a lifetime. How crazy is this?
Here I am.
Yes, here you are. Now, do you deserve this?
Yes.
Are you planning on keeping this?
Yes.
What message are you getting about you from your mom now, in the womb?
We are safe. We are power.
Yes. Does it matter what's going on outside in mom's world with all her victim energy?
No matter.
And what about your dad?
Doesn't matter either.
And is it important for your dad to have a girl or a boy, or does it matter, or what?
It doesn't matter.
Huh. And how safe do you feel knowing?
Really safe.
How about invincibly safe?
Yes. Invincible.
How does this sound?
Awesome.
And even though your mom's going through all her trauma and victim energy, what's happening?
That's hers.
Yeah.
That's
Are you
not me.
are you taking any of that energy off?
No. I can see, but it's not me.
No, it's not you. Nor was it ever you. Did you get that?
Yeah.
How clear is this?
Very clear. Like the sun.
Yes. Now, do you deserve this?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Do you have to do a bunch of things to deserve this?
No.
What is it?
That's who I am.
Yes. And can you feel your divinity?
Yes.
And can you see that it's the same as the color of your eyes?
Yes.
Just like you were born, you had what color eyes?
Brown.
And what color are they now?
Brown.
So they always were?
Yeah.
The same with your divinity.
Yeah.
Imagine you recognizing your divinity every time you see your eyes. What's this feel like?
Fulfilled.
Yes. Now, keeping your eyes closed, do you deserve this?
Yes.
Oh, very good answer. Not only the answer, but how you answered it. Isn't this exciting?
Yeah.
Now, how large is your heart energy?
High.
Yeah, how high?
Like the sky.
Yeah. How much worth are you?
A lot.
How much is a lot?
Like the sun.
Yeah. How invincible do you feel?
Very.
How much is very?
Invincible like the nature.
And how free do you feel?
Free like the wind.
This is you. Do you hear me?
Yes.
Did you get all those? Are you going to start using those?
Yeah. Absolutely.
So once again, how much love, how much worth, how invincible, and how free. And each one was, your heart was the size of the sky, was it? Is that what you said?
Yeah. The sky, the sun, the nature, and the wind.
You'll never go anywhere without recognizing one of those at any time to remind you of this beautiful heart of yours.
Done.
Now, the next is your worth. How much worth are you?
Like the sun.
And to me, the sun is pretty powerful.
Yeah.
Would you agree?
Yes.
Clear?
There is no life with it.
No.
Without it.
And there's no life without you having.
Invincible.
How powerful is somebody that's invincible?
Limitless.
How powerful was I when I changed the weather?
Wow. Very powerful.
You damn well access that same power
How?
because it's in you. Clear?
Clear.
Got it?
Yes.
Don't you ever give your power to anybody ever again.
Okay. Dear.
And how free do you now feel, knowing who you truly are?
I like the wind.
So thank your mom for giving birth.
Thanks.
Thank your dad for giving the other half.
Thanks, Dad. Thanks, Mom.
And I'm going to be who I am now
I'm gonna be who I am.
for the rest of my life with every breath.
7 days a week, 30 to 365.
Yeah. With every breath and every heartbeat. Effective immediately. What's this like? Knowing who you truly are.
Magical.
Yes. And powerful at the same time.
Yeah.
So once again, thank your mom and dad for creating you. Now, step up to birth. Only you're holding on to this vibration, not the one that was what you were living before. And now start walking up through time to a week, to a month, to 3 months, to 6 months, to a year, to 2 years, to 4, to 6, to 8, to 10. And any abuses and anything that happened along the way, knowing they're just dust bunnies now, all the way. 15, teenager, 20, 22, all the way up to 27. What's this like, knowing this is you?
Presence. Pure presence.
Do you deserve this?
I'm worthy.
Yes, you are.
I'm valuable.
Incredibly. Do you know how few are in this state on the planet?
No.
So are you willing to keep this?
Yeah.
Do you deserve this?
Yes.
And are you ready to receive all that the divine has to offer you?
Yes.
No matter how out of the box it is.
Yes.
This is a whole new world here.
Yes.
Clear?
Clear.
And you're not looking outside for permission or okayness or whatever. Now see your future. How bright it is.
Wow.
How colorful it is. How powerful it is. Any shame here?
No.
Any not good enoughs?
No.
Any closed hearts?
No.
Any non-deservings?
Oh God.
Every single ounce. Agreed?
Yes.
Now, can anybody take this from you?
No.
You sure?
Yes. Absolutely.
All the way to the present. Tell me when you're here.
I am. Sorry.
Congratulations.
Done. Oh wow.
Thanks for all the yeses you said starting 2 days ago.
I done. Wow. Thank you. I'm overwhelmed.
Awesome. You deserve it.
Thank you.
Because before you were overwhelmed with fear and anxiety and non-worthy and non-deserving.
And shame and blah blah.
Yeah, all of that. How much shame do you have?
None.
No.
None shame left. Ah. Oh God.
And how much love are you?
A lot.
How much is a lot?
Like the sky.
Got it?
Yes.
And how invincible are you then?
Invincible as the nature.
Yes.
Oh wow. Tomorrow will be a sunny day.
Hey.
Told you.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding.
Oh, hey.
Ay, ay.
I can't remember. I kind of lost track, but I think I'm up to like 68 times that I changed the weather or like did something nature-wise.
Awesome.
And you get practicing.
Okay. Starting right now.
Yes, starting right now,
Thank you.
and keep track, so you can give you credit.
Thanks.
You're very welcome, my dear. It's an absolute pleasure.
Thank you.
And now you're using these beads for something different.
Yeah, I am. Done.
They're a reminder of how powerful you are.
The divine in me.
Yes,
True. Thanks.
you're welcome.